Hello, my beautiful people, especially apple farmers. Nowadays, it's like I sleep in the garden. I'm here in the garden every waking moment, looking around and closely monitoring these plants. It's been like 3 weeks since I defoliated these apple trees. As you can see, most of the leaves are now a light green. That shows they're like fresh leaves, the new leaves. And then we have lots of flowers, as you can see. And some are even starting to fruit. Now, this is the exciting part because flowers are nothing if they don't translate into fruit sets, but some of them are starting to set. And funny thing is, you can't really tell which ones will end up as fruits because they shade the petals and then you give them some time. Some might fall off while others turn into fruit. But so far, the flowers are flowering and we love the defoliation process for that. And we also starting to have a few noticeable fruit sets, and that is also a good thing. Most of the plants have already flowered, but now I'm noticing something strange, or rather, something I was too excited earlier to notice. Most of these flowers are coming from like really the tips of really weak, see, like that right there, the tips of really weak sprouts from the stems, which means we don't have flowers on the stems yet. Most of these flowers are not on the stems. Look at these stems, they're clean. So their buds have not opened up yet. And that tells me that I really should try and continue spraying and working with these apples before, because these are like a source of flowers and the majority are yet to produce. You observe the same, right? See, most of these are on the tips, and they're on the tips of really small and weak branches, which also confuses me because if I were to prune, those were the first ones I will have taken down. Does it mean anything? Does it mean I wouldn't be having these fruits and flowers? And if that's the case, then how do you get to select the flowers, the little branches that you leave on the tree and the ones that you eliminate when you, that's my biggest problem when it comes to pruning. And then again, could it be that by leaving them on the tree they're like dominating and not allowing the rest of the tree to flower? I don't know, it's also confusing for me. But undeniably, we do have flowers that came up after the defoliation. So if you're having the same problem, I see on Facebook all the time people complaining about Wambugu apples, disappointment and flower abortion and not flowering enough or fruiting problems. And if that's your experience as well, I would recommend that you start by defoliating because it does help to bring about the flowers. The main reason for the defoliation is to break the tree dormancy, which will in turn lead to bud formation, and then it also enhances the airflow by opening up the field, the trees, which also in turn allows better light penetration into the trees, as well as better harvesting, because now you can be able to see and reach the fruits better when the time for harvest is here. But still, I'm really thinking about pruning these trees, let me know, do you think this is a good time to prune them, or even at least cut the upper part, some like 20% off? Let me know, please.